Let's look at the case study of Country Delight. Now, Country Delight is something that I personally use as well. We use it in our house to actually order milk. That's how it started. Initially, I had this obsession with let's get organic milk. Most of the people, consumers, are actually aware of, oh, you know what, they're putting water in the milk and some impurities, etc., right? Diluting the milk. That was a concern, but for me, the bigger concern was that the cows are actually given hormones and antibiotics in a very unregulated way. So it's better to get cows which are actually grass fed, which is their natural diet rather than grains. It's better to get cows which don't have unnecessary hormones pumped into them to enable the cow to give much more milk. And you don't want unnecessary, bad conditions for the cows, which enables them to get more infections, which requires then more antibiotics, etc. So Country Delight kind of projected an image that we are going to do things in a way that it is not contaminated and as natural as possible. I would categorize it along with delicious in this category, right? They make sure that they have good malai, which is the cream, and they make sure that the quality is overall maintained. Hygiene is maintained at least. Overall quality standards as much as possible is maintained while scaling. Now, Country Delight, that was the allure for me to get into it. Before that, I was going with niche organic milk brands in Delhi NCR, etc. But I went for Country Delight because it was more standardized. Now, Country Delight business strategy has been fascinating for me to watch. And I would love to analyze this. So we were analyzing different food businesses that you can actually get into, because it would be a nice natural extension of Fit Galaxy. At Fit Galaxy, basically we say that eat 100% natural traditional food items, exercise regularly, and have a natural and traditional lifestyle. And that will get you to lose weight, build muscle, reverse lifestyle diseases, all of it at once, without resorting to supplements and calorie counting and macronutrient ratios, etc., etc. So an extension of that would have been that why don't we just, deliver the food also that we want people to eat. But we saw Country Delight is the only model which actually allows you to kind of do that. And it's doing that in a brilliant way. Let me explain. Now you had models like Big Basket, now Quick Commerce. You have Blinkit now. I think that was Grofers which has gone to Blinkit. And then you had those Zepto brothers who have come on Nikhil Kamat's podcast recently. Thing that they have kind of cracked. All of them require some competitive advantage or the other to win the market. Now for Big Basket, etc., initially it was just, okay, I can order a grocery, it will come to my house. There was no competition on that. So the first movers on that, who executed well, were actually able to take away significant portions of the market and build a good brand. After that, you ended up with, after that it becomes kind of like a capital and execution game. Then you have Quick Commerce, where, okay, you know what, we'll have dark stores everywhere, and we'll have stores only stocking items which people require a lot of, and they require it fast, right? Or at least that they do a lot of delivery in, lot of volumes in, and we will give it to people fast so that it delights them even further. So it would have a use case of things which actually are required to be delivered fast, and even things which you would be okay even if it came few hours later, right? Or maybe the next day. But just the fact that you can get it in 10 minutes, it delights you a little bit more. So it's a combination of both. How did they do that? Because they were able to do an analysis of what are the items which are making up the majority of these deliveries, and only focus on that and stock their dark stores all around. You don't need the store location to be great, right? It's just something that's convenient, which will enable you to do fulfillment of that delivery really fast. So they had that advantage. The other segment which has grown has been packaged processed food, which is masquerading as healthy, which is not really healthy, right? Shark Tank is actually filled with these products, and they do get which is they're able to raise funding, they're able to build businesses. Things like, oh, you know what, this low-fat chips, low-fat cookies, protein bars, etc., supplements, muesli with, you know, some kind of seeds, etc., right? All of them projecting health. Now that's something that we were very clear we don't want to get into at all. So I know that segment will do well, but it's not something that I was personally interested in analyzing as well. But country delight model has been something that has fascinated me in this whole area. Now what country delight has done has been that it has focused on as natural as possible while being able to scale it up, which is a beautiful balance to strike. Now for as natural and possible, you can't have packaged stuff, because if you package it, especially things like you create cookies or whatever, in factories, you will have to use chemical preservatives, added sugar, artificial sweeteners, stabilizers, colors, flavors, which will destroy the product. And it will no longer be fresh, and it will not have traditional method of preparation as well, which is a very key ingredient in actually making sure that your food items are good. But what Country Delight is doing is that it has chosen those products which are fresh, where they can come in and say that we are doing it more natural and better quality, better for health than the existing alternatives, and we'll make it more convenient for you as well. Now they started with milk, so they've already got the customers with them, and they've got a repeatable delivery every day or every alternate day. So they have a fixed schedule. Now it doesn't take much effort for the person in the Country Delight app, if they say, oh, now we have coconuts also, to go and order coconuts from there. And you can even schedule coconuts that I wanted once a week. Whereas you would not do this with Big Basket, right? Country Delight also already has the customers on a schedule and habituated to using Country Delight's app or website, from where you're placing orders continuously. So whatever food item they get into, they are at a very big competitive advantage if they are able to capture that natural space as well. And with that natural space, they have made a nice differentiated offering as well. So it's a very strong model. Now that's about it for Country Delight. They've done pretty well. Let's track them. Let's see how they grow. And we will be back analyzing another segment and other companies soon. Thank you.